Hello you guys, how are you? I hope you're staying healthy out there. So today I'm excited as always because we're going to chat about eczema. What is eczema? Lots of you have asked me to chat about this because it's especially prevalent during the winter months and you're not sure how to treat it. So let's look at it, what causes it, what are the triggers for it, and at the end of this video I'm going to give you my 10 tips of how to look after it if you've got this as an issue. Okay, so this is for all the eczema sufferers, and if you know anyone with eczema, please share this video with them. Now before I go on, my name is Joanie. Welcome to my channel, Joanie Loves. Please hit that subscribe button and that bell, that would be so cool. So atopic eczema is sometimes called atopic dermatitis, and it's the most common form of eczema where the skin really becomes red, very itchy. You want to scratch it all the time. It becomes very sore, inflamed, and it can crack in some areas. Not really good, not good at all. So what's causing it is there's an issue with your protective barrier. Now I've mentioned the protective barrier that you've got. You produce this naturally through your own skin. Your skin produces this lovely protective barrier, this acid mantle sometimes referred to, and it's there to really shield the skin and protect it from the environment, from infection, from viruses, you know, all of that. And that's why you produce this natural protective barrier. However, in some cases that has become compromised in some way. This protective barrier has broken down on the skin, and that is a start of when it can become like eczema. It's like tiny cracks will appear, and that's an issue. Now when these tiny cracks appear in the skin, you're then starting to lose your own moisture out of your skin, and it's drying your skin out. Literally, it's drying it out and it's becoming inflamed. So that is a clue here. It is the drying up of your own natural moisture you're producing. It's evaporating, it's getting stripped in some way, and it's causing it to become more cracked, more sore, and then leading to eczema. So what are the main causes of eczema? The first thing is if you are prone to allergies. Are you prone to a food or a substance allergy? Then you are most likely to suffer from eczema. Speaking from experience, I do suffer from hay fever, and I have had eczema. I tend to, if I take a reaction to something, I'll feel it like right away in the inside of my arms. I'll be scratching away, and that can lead to eczema if I'm not careful. So, you know, this happened to me. I've used a bubble bath in the past. It was organic, you know, usual Joanie loving our organic stuff, and it was a make chorus actually, and there was something in that. It was argan oil, it said it had in it. I don't know what it was, but I put that into the bath, and then had the bath, came out, and immediately, really quite quickly, my skin was really coming out in hives. It wasn't, I was definitely allergic to it. So it's people like me that are prone to eczema. My son also had, as a child, he had bad eczema. He also had asthma. So it sort of runs in families, this idea. But if you're prone to allergies, you will get eczema. Recently, I had a client who had eczema on his wrist, around his wrist. And this was caused by his Fitbit strap. Now, I wear Fitbits and I've been wearing a Fitbit for the past few years, but it was something that he was allergic to in Fitbit. And this was the second time in the past number of months that I treated someone who had eczema due to a Fitbit strap, which is unusual. It's not really that unusual. I do think it can be allergic to the metal. Sometimes it could be the metal inside the Fitbit, or it's the strap itself. But if that's you, then listen up. But I've been fine with mine. I'm just showing you that. And I do love it. I do love my Fitbit. So just be careful and follow a couple of these steps, and that'll keep you from having any allergies to your Fitbit. But it sometimes can be like a nickel allergy too. It used to be a thing that earrings, pierced earrings, were made with nickel here a long time ago. And I remember as a girl, when I was wearing my earrings, my ears would be so sore, and it was all down to a nickel allergy. So it definitely can be an allergic reaction to a metal as well that's causing the eczema, right? So think about that if that's happened to you. I said to you already, it can run in families. I told you about my son, my youngest son Andy, having eczema as a baby. Then he had asthma. Not good, not good. So it can, but fortunately he grew out of it, so that was great. What else? A food allergy. I'm going to talk about that because I think it's really important to think about food allergies when you're talking about eczema. When my youngest son had his eczema as a toddler and he was in nursery. A good friend of mine's daughter had it, and she said to me, look, I'm telling you, cut the dairy out and you'll notice a big difference. So I did that. I cut the dairy out and it definitely made a huge difference to my son. So I'm going to say to you, think about the dairy thing, the dairy produce. Lots of skin issues are caused with dairy produce. So what are the known triggers for it? So I'm going to chat about soap here. And soap is an issue because soap usually has got a pH of 8, 9 or 10. Right? 99% of soaps are drying to skin. Please know that. And I've already said to you, it's about drying your skin out that causes or aggravates the eczema. You've got to think about a soap that's pH balanced. Your skin is a pH of 5.5 approximately, and you want to keep it that way, this acid mantle protection, okay, but you don't want it to go into above. So 7 is neutral and above that is alkaline, and when you get into the alkaline soaps, they are drying your skin out. And it's the same with shower gels, bubble baths. All of those things can dry your skin out. If you're prone to dry skin or eczema, do not use anything with sodium lauryl sulfate in it. Be very careful. You're literally stripping your own skin. You know, I've said this to you before, but imagine if you had a knob of butter, right? Putting some butter on your skin, okay? And then we went under a hot shower and you would see that butter just slipping off. That's what you're doing when you're having hot showers. So that was the next thing I was going to chat about. Hot showers and hot baths. You have to really be careful about having any sort of hot showers and hot baths. I know just now it's winter time in UK and it will be winter time some places, some other places, North America, Canada, where you're really thinking, oh, I'm dying for a hot bath. But I am telling you, hot baths are not great for your skin at all. They will strip this lovely natural oil you produce and it will dry your skin out more. Okay, so really have to get into the habit of having lukewarm showers. Okay, I know a lukewarm bath doesn't sound great, but lukewarm shower if you can, especially if you're prone to this dry skin. The other thing as well is antibacterial. I have to mention this just now because we're using a lot of this stuff. These things are the worst, these hand sanitizers for causing eczema on the hands. I promise you, just now we seem to have a real scourge of this eczema problem, and it's down to these and the antibacterial hand washes, especially because they contain alcohol. Alcohol is absolutely drying to the skin. And when you look at all these, I want you to have a look at them and see, does it say on it where the ingredients are, and try and get one that's alcohol free if you can. Now I'm sure there's going to be somebody out there saying you can't do that, Joan, you need the alcohol to kill the germs off. But if you've got eczema on your hands and your hands are red, sore and cracked, you can't keep using products like this. So really be careful of what you use on it. Really, they're not great. And that's one of the things I want to keep pressing forward with. The weather, especially in the winter months, if you go outside without moisturising, if you go outside without your gloves on, you are definitely asking for trouble. So the weather's definitely causing it just now in the winter time. And stress. What do you mean stress? So when you are stressed, right, you can't help it. It does show on your skin and it causes lots of problems with skin. You produce more cortisol, the stress hormone. It just aggravates your skin. And a lot of people, you can see if they've got eczema here or here, I always find out what their stress level is at first and then treat the stress level, and that will start to disappear. It will. So watch the stress. So what is my 10 tips for you to really look after your skin if you get eczema? Number 1, cut out the dairy produce. Give that a bash, please. Cut the dairy produce. Massage baby oil onto your dry skin prior to going in the shower or the bath. I've mentioned this before on my channel, but this is something I do personally. Any baby oil, any cheap baby oil or coconut oil, massage it onto your skin first, onto dry skin, and then go into the shower. You're really helping seal in this protective barrier, and then give yourself a wash. After showering, apply a thick emollient cream. As soon as you come out, quickly dry yourself and put on cream, and you can leave your skin a little bit damp if you want to, as long as you put a thick cream, body cream. You know, you can get any, it doesn't need to be an expensive cream. Just go to the drugstore and get a coconut organic Palmer's cream or something like that, and put that and smooth that all over the body, especially paying attention to the areas where your skin's dry and prone to eczema. Okay, and the same for your skin. Make sure you're moisturizing during the winter time. You know, you have to really be careful, and applying 2 lots of moisturizer is cool. I do that during this winter time. 2 lots of moisturiser on your face to protect your gorgeous faces. Watch a video here on YouTube. Lots of people are doing that, teaching you how to meditate, but meditate to cut down that stress level. That really helps raise, you know, lower your blood pressure, everything. Learn to meditate. If that's one new thing you do in 2020, oh, sorry, 2022, I mean, that's so funny. Please learn to meditate. It's so good for you, and now's the time to really do it. Get started in doing that. Use Dove soap. So Dove soap, the hard Dove soap, not the shower gel or the wash, the hard bar of soap. I use that, and that is pH balanced, and I find that fine for all of the family, including the son that's got or prone to eczema. You can get SLS free online. Okay, SLS soap free online. Look at that. You know, I'm sure the big guy Amazon's got it. Definitely. Use moisturising gloves. Now, I love these gloves during the winter time, and you can get them in blue. Okay, you can get these in blue, and then they also do them in booties. But these gloves are great because inside the glove, when you wear it, you'll see that it feels like jelly, but this is lovely moisturising essential oils that are good for you in here in the glove. Okay, when you put it on and leave them on, and it heats up, when you've got them on, it heats your skin up good, you know, for a good couple of hours, you know. And if you can wear them overnight, would just be so good when you're sleeping. That would be so good. I can't do that, but I can do it when I'm watching one of the Netflix things that I'm liking just now. So put on your gloves, a couple of hours, and that will make a huge difference to your hand, especially if you're prone to eczema on your hands. And as I said, you can get these in blue. Okay, apply hand cream after every hand wash now, especially if you're having to use these things. I mean, I really do hate it just now when you go to a shop and, you know, demanding that you do this, you know, do this at the beginning before you get into the shop. I would prefer just wearing gloves going into the shop and not having, you know, disposable gloves doing that, than having to use these things and these spray things, because they really harm skin. If you're having to do that, make sure you carry your hand cream about with you. I have one in the car, I have one in a handbag, have one in the bathroom, have one in the kitchen. Have your hand cream everywhere that you're going to use a wash or something for your hand to keep the skin intact. Please do that. What else? Do not wear makeup. So if you get eczema on your face, and I know that this is an issue with the masks as well just now, we're still getting this maskne, but we're still getting issues with eczema being caused, especially here, you know, even in the outline of the mask it's occurring. So you really should not wear makeup at all. Do not wear face makeup. You don't want any more chemicals on top of your skin. Don't do that. Just make sure you put on a moisturiser, a really good moisturiser. Even if your moisturiser, after you've cleansed and you put your moisturiser on, if your skin still feels tight, okay, where your eczema is, apply more moisturiser. Do that. So no makeup when you've eczema. And my last thing is, you know, the key here is moisturise. You keep moisturising and trying to build that protective barrier up and stop you from losing any of your own moisture. So moisturise is the key, right? And also moisturise from the inside. Okay, lots of water. You have to drink more water during the winter time than the summer. You're losing more water just now. Please believe me. So I hope that was of interest to you, and I hope you got some tips from that from me. I just want to say, this time of year, I hope you've all had a good Christmas and good holiday times over the past couple of weeks, and wish you all the best for 2022. I have a wee thing here I want to say to you. I got a really cracking little note from a friend that said this is what she wants in 2022: more sleep, more music, more tea, more books, more sunsets, more creating, more long walks, more laughter, and we all need that, more hugs, more dreaming, more road trips, me too, more fun and more love. So wishing you all the best for 2022. Have a wonderful time, and I hope all your dreams come true. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.